What's up, Houston and surrounding areas? I'm TG Ryans, and you're listening to the Soul 21 Street Radio Show. And tonight, we have a very controversial show for you tonight. I'm joined in studio live at Soul 21, the retail store located in Northwest Mall, Houston, Texas, by my co-host Malik Jackson.
Okay, I'm Malik Jackson, CEO of Malik's Fragrances.
Arthur Jenkins, what's going on, Houston?
Houston and surrounding areas, we have a very controversial topic going on tonight. We're going to talk about these people that I like to call dream killers. And in these dream killers, you'll realize that there's a missing void within these evil and demonic people. These individuals are placed in your life to do nothing more than to just abort your dreams and ambitions that you were sent here into the earth to bring about. These dream killers could be a spouse, they could be a girlfriend, they could be a boyfriend, they could be a sister or brother, or what have you. They can be a co-worker. But these dream killers are much more than just haters. I mean, you hear people all the time say that I have a hater, I have enemies, I have people that just don't like me, or they're trying to stop me. They're trying to stop me from coming up, you hear people say. But I want you to understand that dream killers are much, much more evil, much, much more demonic than just that. Dream killers are sent on a mission to destroy, to abort your plans, to abort whatever it is that you have going on in life. Their whole objective is to do nothing more than to just ruin your destiny, so to speak. And to really just bring the mission of these so-called dream killers to the surface. I have my co-host in studio right now, and we're going to go all in on these dream killers this whole show tonight. I'm going to start with my co-host, Malik Jackson, from Acres Homes, Houston, Texas. Malik Jackson, please let these people know, what is a dream killer?
A dream killer is a person that distorts your dreams. When you're dreaming something, you have a goal, you have a vision, you have a life that you want to live, and you tell these particular people that you want to share about with your dream. When they tell you that you can't do it, you won't be able to do it, that ain't go work, these people kill your dreams of your vision that you had for life, that you want to become, what you want to do, what you actually have the ability to want to go out and achieve. Achievement is something that what you have within you that you know you can bring out. And a dream killer is someone when you tell them that. I don't care if it's a spouse, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, mother, father, cousin. When they tell you that you can't and it won't work, you get away from around these people. Because these people are entitled to hurt you. Whatever you set out to achieve, that you achieve what you're trying to do and what you're trying to bring out about yourself. So I'm gonna let
we're gonna go to Arthur Jenkins. Arthur Jenkins, appreciate it, Malik. Arthur Jenkins, please let us know from Southside Houston, Texas, what you think a dream killer is.
In my mind, when I think dream killer, I think of a destroyer. If you're a person who's a builder, who's a fixer, and you have somebody come along and they want to destroy that, that's a dream killer. A lot of times we don't even realize that the dream killing for us, we get conditioned because it starts early, even in childhood. When somebody asks you what you want to be when you were a kid and you say you want to be a puppet master, and somebody looks at you and say, that's crazy, you can't make no money doing that. Well, how do they know that? Then when you're an adult and you say, well, I'm going to start my own trucking company, somebody say, man, you ain't going to do that. That's a dream killer. That's a person who hates you because they're not you. In fact, it's more than that. They hate you because they want to be you. So secretly they admire you. But these people do everything in their power to destroy you, to make themselves feel good about what they have not achieved and what they're too sorry to get up and achieve.
Now, these dream killers, they exist in all walks of life. I mean, there are people that have dream killers at school. You have high school kids, you have junior high school kids, even elementary school kids. You have co-workers in some aspects. You have a spouse that you've been married to for years. You have a girlfriend, boyfriend that has been attached to you for years, and they do things like this. You come to them with the great idea that you have. It may be going to law school. It may be starting a business, starting a company, so to speak, maybe becoming an actress or actor or a musician of some sort. And these types of sick-minded, evil individuals will play games with you. They will sit there and they will tell you 101 reasons why they think it may not be the best thing for you. They tell you why they don't feel like it will work for you. Mm-hmm. And they'll turn around and they'll encourage the next person, but they won't encourage you. And then you can't figure out why it won't work for you. They can never tell you why. And I'm telling you right now, the whole objective is to just abort your destiny. Arthur Jenkins, please let them know some more.
They sit there and they try to discourage you, tell you why I can't, tell you why you shouldn't, but they never offer solutions. Have you noticed that? They never have a solution to say, well, let's try it this way. In fact, they never have a plan about anything except how to destroy something.
Right.
These are the type of people we're talking about. Negative, and I do mean negative people. And there's an abundance of negative people out there. So we have to learn how to not deal with them or limit our dealings with them so that they don't affect us in what we're trying to do.
I agree. Malik.
Man, let me tell you something about dream killers. They will try to kill your dreams no matter what you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to achieve. And you have people like this because they've been around a bunch of negativity saying that they can't do it. But you know one thing I can say to a dream killer, you just have to do it. You have to show them. And once you show somebody what you are capable of doing, then you get away from around these type of people.
You got to understand, these dream killers, they have a missing void in life. They don't know what their objective in life is, so they sit around, they look at you, somebody who has a clear-cut objective in life, and their mission is to just grab it, take it from you, either dismantle it so that it never comes about, or to take it for themselves, okay? To take it for themselves and ruin you. Malik Jackson, you have something else you want to say about those people?
Man, let me tell you something, and this what you have to understand, and this is for the people of Houston, Texas, and whatever you're trying to achieve, you get away from people like this because what they're doing, they're very toxic. And when you have a toxic people around you, that energy revives on you. So if you have any type of ambition about yourself, any type of desire, just don't tell them, just do it. And don't matter what the damn they say about it. And I hate to say this on the radio, but this is what I'm gonna say, fuck them.
Wow.
Well, that was pretty serious, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it. That was our first segment on these dream killers. I mean, we're going to be right back. In the next segment, after we take a quick break, we're going to talk about how to overcome the negativity from these types of dream killers and what to do about these people on the Soul 21 Street Radio Show. All right, we're back at the Soul 21 Street Radio Show, live from the Soul 21 retail store located in Northwest Mall, Houston, Texas. Yes, sir. Our topic tonight is dream killers. Okay, in the last segment, we told you what a dream killer was, in case anyone was wondering. Now we're going to tell you how to overcome negativity from these so-called dream killers. We're going to tell you how to get around and to get through the negative, toxic games that these so-called dream killers play. I'm going to start with Malik Jackson.
How to overcome negativity from dream killers is the first thing you do is you show them. You show them and you get away from around them. You see, people who kill your dreams are people who never dream. You understand what I'm saying? These are people who don't even know where they're going. So for you to overcome negativity, you got to keep a positive mind state. You have to know where you want to go. You have to know what you want to do, not what people want you to do, especially these killers. They have been here to entitled to put negativity towards you. But what you have to do is understand that whatever you're trying to do, do it.
Just do
and you show them, and you don't give a fuck about it.
Just do it. Like Nike said. Nike put out one of the realest ads for us of the decades. Just do it. Forget these dream killers. They can't stop you.
I'm going to speak personally right now, and this is just what I think. First off, you have to have a plan for your life. you have to have a plan for your life. I'm saying that again. If you're going on a road trip, you don't just get on the freeway and start driving. You map out where you're going. If you hit a detour, you can get out and always come back to your destination, but you have a plan as to where you're going.
That's right.
Okay? Now, when everything starts to come at you, and it's going to come at you, now it's up to you as the dreamer to not allow these people to infect you with their negativity. Now, how strong are you? Do you say, oh man, you're right, I can't do that? Or do you say, I'm gonna do that? But I tell you how you can avoid that. Don't tell them nothing at all. Do what you're going to do, and when it's done, you sow them the fruits of your labor. You sow them the results. Then you know what? You might even inspire them to not be a dream killer, but inspire them to want to get out there and work. But it comes back to you as a person. I cannot bring you down if you don't let me. Build yourself. Know who you are. Know whose you are. Know what you are. And know what you're doing.
And that's the thing. I agree with you on that, Arthur, is that everyone should know that these people can't bring you down unless you enable them to. Right. You have to enable them to bring you down.
Right.
And that's why we're equipping you with the tools tonight to know how to do such.
And the best thing to do by that, just like Arthur Jenkins was saying, you have to show them. You have to show them the fruits of your labor. But I'm going to go on a segment what you just said, Arthur. You saying you have to show them maybe they will try to change. They ain't going to change because they set here to do what they're here to do.
Well, I agree with that.
They're set here to do what they'll do. They're here to kill your dreams because they can't do anything and they won't listen. They don't understand until you show them.
Well, I think for the most part, you're right. And what I'm speaking to is just that segment of people who are followers. Right. Not so much the leaders of this kind of stuff, but those who just jump on the bandwagon because it seems easy. Right. You know, not because they're dream killers, but because they're just lazy.
But
you understand what I'm saying?
Nothing to do with it. That's what they're just here for. So you got people who are here. You got good people and you got bad people. It don't matter what a religious people that you are.
No.
What it matters is that's what they're put here for, to kill your dreams, to make sure you don't make it, to make sure no one's make it. So that's the whole idea of it. That's what they're here for, Mr. Jenkins.
Well, I'm only
your dreams.
I'm only speaking about, and I definitely agree with you. I don't disagree in any shape, form, or fashion with what you're saying. I'm only saying about those who can be inspired. So to say that somebody can't be inspired, I think it's a little bit off meter. Now, again, we're not talking about the people who are just
but
who
I'm
they
saying
are.
somebody got inspired. I'm just saying, not inspiration what they have. I'm saying we're talking about people who are killing people's dreams.
Sure.
They are put here to do that.
Well, see, I just think that not everybody who's a quote-unquote dream killer is just a quote-unquote dream killer. I just think you have some people who, unfortunately, ain't done nothing. I'll give you an example. Let me just give you an example for me. I'm going to speak for me.
Go ahead.
When I enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, right? I had people come to me.
Right.
And they said, oh, man, you tripping, man. I'm leaving these streets going into the military. You going to the white man military. I said, yeah, I'm going. And they going to pay me.
Wow.
You're going to a penitentiary.
Ooh.
You understand? That's where you going.
Right.
See, I was smart enough to say, hey, man, I'm finna get out of here.
So you made a change.
And I took off. But then when I come back, there were those same segment of people who was like, man, you tripped out and all this here. But you know what it was? There was a small percentage of people who said, all right, man, I wish I would have done what you did.
Let me see on you right quick. I remember starting a business. Now, in my whole family, no one ever started a business.
Right.
When I wanted to say I wanted to start a business, oh, man, they talked kind of bad about it.
I'm sure.
But you know what? I didn't get mad. I just showed them.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? And when I showed them, I had to take that step. See, you got to take that step first. You can't be afraid of it. And the whole idea is showing these type of people, because you don't know these people surround you. They be everywhere. Sometimes you could be sleeping with these people, man. You can eat with them, man. You understand what I'm saying?
I think we've all been there before, Houston.
You know, you got people that you walk into their house, family members. You know, don't want to see you make it over the hump. But one thing I could tell you about a dream kill: don't tell them your goddamn dreams.
I agree with that. And we definitely agreed on that.
Don't tell them your dreams. When you tell these people your dreams, and this has happened to me before, where they sit down and they come at you in a joking manner. They say, yeah, so what do you have going on next? And then you tell them what you have going on next. Yeah. And they proceed to begin to tell you, well, I really don't think that's going to work too well. Well, why not? I just don't think it's going to work too well. Anyone else here has dealt with these kind of people all the time?
Oh, yeah. I see them all the time. Yeah. And again, man, the question comes back to me as a person, you as a person. Do I allow these people to infect me with that virus of negativity? You know what I mean? Or do I inspire myself to move on?
Right.
My mama told me in high school, son, if you want to get to a certain place in life, you need to align yourself with people who are there. And at the very least, people who are trying to get there.
Right.
You cannot dream big with all this stuff holding you down. I can't continue to be in the middle of the mess I was in and ascend. It doesn't work that way. You know, it don't work that way. So you have to remove yourself from certain situations and toxic people. I love that word, from toxic people. And sometimes these are people you've known 20 years.
30 years.
These are people you've loved, and these are people that are family. I'm not telling you to cut them off. I'm not telling you not to cut them off. But I am telling you this. You better make sure you put yourself first.
I agree with you 100% that these people are very extremely toxic. You have to put yourself first. Anyone out there listening, if you're dealing with these toxic type individuals, it's something that you were called here to do. You've been delaying it for years, possibly even decades, depending on your age. And time is running out on you. You need to make a move right now, and you need to get rid of these toxic people. The time is now for you to be as successful in life as you're supposed to be. Get away from these toxic dream-killing people.
And the whole world needs to know this, because one thing about it, if you're trying to do anything positive and trying to accomplish something in life and trying to move forward in anything, a business, I don't care if it's a good job you're trying to land, I don't care if it's playing ball or anything, you don't let nobody kill your dreams, because dream killers are out there. They everywhere. You know, because soon you tell somebody something, they tell you can't do that. Why you go do that? Fuck them and do what the fuck that you want to do. It's just simple as that, period.
Hey, I agree with you wholeheartedly on that, Malik.
Yeah. Again, I like to use myself for my own personal experiences. And again, I'm going to take it back to my mother. And Mama, if you're listening, babe, I love you and I thank you so much for putting up with me. My mom asked me one question one day, and I thought it was the dumbest question I'd ever heard in my life. And she said, son, what's the problem? Are you scared of success? And I'm like, kind of is that? You know what I'm saying? Of course, I didn't say that out loud, but in my head, I thought it was the dumbest question I'd ever heard. But later that night when I was laying in bed, I was pondering that question. And I realized something. It wasn't success I was scared of. It was failure. I didn't want the pressure up on my shoulders because I didn't want to let nobody down. And that fear paralyzed me for many a year. It paralyzed me, man. And I stopped stepping in the order in which I was going, man.
That's right.
It took me being 30 years old before I got a glimpse of sense again and decided to put that into work.
You want me to tell you why, Mr. Jenkins? Because you allowed that stain to stay on you. One thing you have to do, you have to shake that shit off. Let me tell you something. You ever seen a pit bull when it grabs a rag? It holds on to it. It has the grip that will never let go. Of course, right? So when you let that go, you have a grip on success, because success is already implanted in us.
Yes.
But we let the people kill our dreams, what we're trying to do, because when we tell them that, we tell them that out of love, because we thinking they're gonna support us.
Yeah, but I said that. I said that to say.
Support us, go ahead.
I said that to say, if you have this kind of stuff going on in you already, and then the people come along on top of that, this is what gets you off course. This is what makes you go another direction or paralyze you. You know, because you already in there with yourself. Right. So that takes me to this question. Who's the ultimate dream killer? Is it the people or is it yourself?
Wow. Now, with that being said, Houston, we're gonna go to a quick break. We gotta take a break on that note. T.G. Ryans, Malik Jackson, Arthur Jenkins, live in studio, Soul 21 Street Radio Show. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Soul 21 Street Radio Show. T.G. Ryans in studio, live from Soul 21 Retail Store. Malik Jackson, my co-host, and my other co-host, Arthur Jenkins. Now, our topic of discussion tonight has been dream killers. And we have a final message that we want to address these dream killers with. Malik Jackson.
Dream killers, y'all ain't gonna win. It ain't no win. Success always wins over failure when you try hard. And when you strive hard and you know where you're going and you see yourself, first of all, you have to see yourself. And the reason why dream killers can't win, because it's like a force field you have on yourself. When you're saying affirmations to yourself that success is the only thing that's on your mind and that's the only thing you see, that's the only thing you will see. So you have to get around people who are successful to show you how to be successful, and get away from around dream killers, because they won't win, they can't win when you have that success state of mind within you that's already embedded in you.
I'm just going to say this. if I can quote my granny for a second, to you dream killers, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. But at the same, but at the same time, I understand it's who you are and I understand it's your job. So somebody got to be on the job, and that's yours. But for every little dream that you step on, there's 5 or 6 more that you can't do nothing with. Okay? And I'll just say this to the dream killer and the dreamer today. When you go home tonight, look in the mirror at yourself eye to eye and see if you like what's looking back at you. If you don't like what's looking back at you, do something about it. And if you can live with it, then hey, do it.
If you have, and when he just said look in your eye, because sometimes these mothers, these brothers, these daddies, these uncles, look in your eye when you see these little young kids telling you what they want to become. And you turn around and you tell them, no, you can't do that. You ain't gonna be that. You should be a goddamn shame of yourself. Because these kids have high expectations, and let them roll the way they want to roll. Give them that energy and give them that high expectation and tell them to keep dreaming and have more achievement within themselves.
I have to agree with you on that, actually, both of you. A lot of this dream killing starts early on in our lives. It starts even when we're toddlers. The toddler is trying to learn how to walk or something, or trying to find some sense of independence within themselves. And you have a lot of these adults that shut it down real quick. They tell them, look, put that down, look, sit down somewhere. They don't even give the child an opportunity to try to do something, to achieve something, to grow. And this continues to go on and on and on from childhood all the way to young adulthood, all the way to when you're an adult. There are people right now, and I know these people personally, that are in their 30s and 40s and 50s that tell me all the time that they wasted so much time because they had parents, they had grandparents and people of the like that shut down their dreams. But let me tell you something. Let me tell all of you something. One of the worst things that can happen to you in life is that you get to your deathbed. You can live to be 90, you can live to be 100 years old, and you look around and you realize as you're dying and you're getting ready to cross over, if you're fortunate to live that long, that your whole entire life has been wasted by these dream killers. You let these dream killers that are no longer living, that are old, or just have totally forgotten about you abort your dreams. And you will not get a chance to live these dreams again. Live your dreams and live them right now.
And you know what? Sometime I'm going to tell you something. It's good to have a couple of dream killers. That just motivate the hell out you. And you know what? I tell you what, Houston, if you have dreams, and I know a lot of young and old have these dreams to really acquire what they've been trying to acquire in life, and really just trying to, the desire they had and the achievement they had, go ahead and do it. Just do it.
Just do it. Like Nike keeps telling you.
Just do it.
And for all of those right now who hearing my voice, for those of us who are parents or grandparents, uncles, whatever, when a child or your child tells you they want to do something, your child say they want to be an artist or a painter, then you should be the first one to start getting them some art supplies.
That's right.
Yeah.
Stop telling them you can't make no money doing that.
That's right.
Stop telling them that ain't gonna do nothing for them.
Yeah.
If they tell you they want to be a doggone construction worker, then that's what you go get them a builder block material. You do something to encourage them.
I'm just going to say this here. I had a great book that I read once before, and the lady who wrote the book, she was a great author. She was saying how she wanted to be a florist. Her parents didn't want her to be a florist, so they told her, we're going to send you to medical school. She went to medical school. She became a nurse, a doctor. But you know what? Years later, she finally came back to the love that she loved. She loved flowers. And the thing that she said was, they didn't understand my dream. And she made millions and millions of dollars off flower shops and selling flowers.
Wow.
And what she did was she had the love of flower because she knew them in and out. So what I'm trying to tell you is that if you have a dream and your mother and father have to support you, because that number one cheerleader, I don't give a damn who rooting for you out here, but when that number one cheerleader don't root, that fucks you all the way up right there.
Wow, that's good information. That is really good stuff.
Right.
You're listening to the Soul 21 Street Radio Show. We'll be right back with our final thoughts.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Soul 21 Street Radio Show. You're in studio with T.G. Ryans, Malik Jackson, and Arthur Jenkins. We're going to get into our final thoughts.
My final thoughts is to all the dream killers, y'all ain't gonna win. So just everybody who's out there that's trying to be successful and trying to grow into anything that you're trying to do positive, keep it up. Don't let nobody destroy your dreams. Matter of fact, don't even tell nobody your dreams. Keep them to yourself and just do it.
Well, I'm gonna give you my own personal motto, Houston, and everybody hears my voice. Maybe you can adopt it and get something from it, which is simple. Heads I win, tails you lose. Don't matter how the coin come down, I got this.
Right.
There you have it, Houston, and surrounding areas and people all over the world. You dream killers will not win. I think we all agree on that.
That's right.
I want to give a special thanks to our sponsors for the night's special show. I'm sorry. So much game going on tonight. I'm getting choked up.
You sweating over here. You know it's going down.
I'd like to thank Southern Apache Museum. I'd like to thank Malik's Fragrances. I'd like to thank Soul 21 Retail Store, of course. And we will see you next week on the Soul 21 Street Radio Show. Thanks, and we're signing off.